What up, beautiful people? I am Rod Mystic, and welcome to the Black Magician channel. This pick a card reading titled What's Your Spirit Animal is a part of my series Let's Play a Game, where each reading is an interactive experience guided by your intuition. So, spirit animals. They often reflect our instincts, strengths, and deeper energies. So, in this reading, we'll explore which spirit animal may be guiding you right now. So, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, share it with a friend, share it with a foe. So, to uncover your spirit animal, we'll be asking three things. What vibe do you give off? What's your natural power? And how do you move through the world? Here are four images. Each one hides a spirit animal within a landscape. Take a moment to notice which image pulls your attention first. I'll give you 10 seconds to review and select. All right, at the end of your reading, I'll reveal your spirit animal that was hidden within the image. So, take in a deep breath, tune into your spirit, and let's begin. All right, so for those of you that chose pile number one, this is your spread. We have the star clarified by the emperor reversed, the sun clarified by justice, and the spirit of this reading is the hanged man. So we're trying to figure out what your spirit animal is. We're asking three questions. What vibe do you give off? What is your natural power? And how do you move through the world? So what vibe do you give off? Your vibe comes across very calm, grounded, and comforting. Your vibe makes others feel seen but not judged. Like people feel like they can come to you with problems and not having to have a solution and not feeling judged about not having a solution. So it's more like a big, warm, cozy hug energy that your vibe gives off. You may find that family, friends, strangers, coworkers may naturally just trust you with their secrets, with their problems, and they really appreciate you. It's like they instinctively come to you and they appreciate your energy because it doesn't feel forceful, but it feels more inviting, if anything, because your vibe influences openness in people and comfort in them as well. You also have a vibe that tends to soften the atmosphere. So imagine walking into a space where people may be stressed or there may have been an argument that just took place. And it's almost like when you walk in, they're like, "Ooh, thank God, pal number one is here." It's like if someone is tense or angry, your presence alone just tends to soften them and calm them and soothe them. It's like a very saintly energy that you have. And it's a very powerful energy. So don't underestimate it. And it's a very beautiful vibe and energy to have. So we ask, what is your natural power? You have the natural ability to rejuvenate and restore energy, emotions, and people. You may resonate with being like a energy healer, an empath. You may resonate with working well with younger children or just emotionally vulnerable or sensitive people. You have a natural ability to clear negative or stagnant energy. So you're able to like stop people from going through their negative mental loops, through their emotional loops. It could be with your words or your actions. You just have this natural knack for stopping negative and stagnant energies. You have the ability to raise the frequency and vibes and uplift people and help them sort through their emotions as well. And what makes this your natural power is that it requires no thought, it requires no effort on your behalf. It's just like something you do. It's a blind ability. Just like justice is blind, this ability is blind. And what I mean by that is just embodied. It's just who you are. Like you don't have to practice it. You don't have to go to school to study it. You don't have to weld it. It's just simply who you are. Now, how do you move through the world? You move through the world with a very observant mindset. You see the underbelly and the emotional undercurrents of situations, people, places, and things. You move through the world with very much emotional intelligence and using emotional intelligence as your guide. You tend to be a very perceptive and aware of the optics and impressions of things. So you are aware of how things may look, how things may make people feel, and you're very cautious to not offend anyone, overstep any boundaries, or overwork a situation. You have the natural ability to know when to press and know when to release. It's like you understand that outcomes aren't always surface level and they have undercurrents that people may not be able to detect, and they can sometimes go unnoticed, but not by you. You are very aware of how things may look under the surface. So you're very measured, and you are observant of your thoughts, your actions, and your motives. And you're very observant of the actions and motives of other people, which makes you very, very perceptive, very emotionally intelligent, and quite frankly, very beautiful people. I wish we had more people like this in the world. So I know you want to know, what is your spirit animal? So your spirit animal, pal number one, is the dolphin. This could be a lifelong spirit animal, one of many spirit animals that you may have, or simply a passing through energy at the moment. Now, key attributes of the dolphin spirit are empathy, emotional intelligence, harmony, healing and joyful energy, intuition, and perception. So, yes, pal number one, just like the dolphin, your energy naturally calms emotional waters, restores balance, lifts others while you quietly and gracefully move through the world with much perception and much, much grace. So, if you like the message and it resonates, drop a dolphin emoji in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more content. So, until next time, Pal One, peace. All right, for those of you that chose pile number two, this is your spread. We have the sun clarified by the star, the lovers clarified by the emperor, and the spirit of this reading is death reverse. So we're trying to figure out your spirit animal. We're asking three things. What vibe do you give off? What's your natural power? And how do you move through the world? So what vibe do you give off, pile number two? See, this is the entertainer and showmanship pile. You could be entertainers, or you can just simply be like an entertaining person in general. So you may be familiar with or resonate with people saying, "Oh, you're so funny, you're so crazy, you're so silly." Like the vibe you give off is very energetic, very vibrant, very magnetic, very lively. You come across as fun to be around. You could be the life of the party type. You're the type where people come looking for when it's time to turn up and it's time to party and celebrate. And it's because you could be easy to get along with in social dynamics, just easy to talk to, a easy energy to be around and pass time with, just an all around, well rounded good vibe. You have this vibe that tends to be a little playful and lighthearted. Now, let me clarify, this is not clown. Like, people don't see you as a clown or unserious. It's just very playful and very lighthearted vibe that you give off. It's like no one can actually imagine you being angry or sad. And of course, us as humans, we have all types of emotions, but it's just that you are in such a good mood all the time that it's almost impossible to imagine you anything other than that. Like, you genuinely have a positive and vibrant vibe that lights up any room that you're in. And when I say any room, church, work, hospital, it's just you just have that vibe about yourself. So, what's your natural power? You have the natural power to bring people together. So, community, camaraderie, friendship are like key energetic markers that I think of when I think of this pile. Now, you may find yourself as the peacemaker amongst your friends and your family, and you have a way of expressing yourself that's lively and witty. But one thing about you, pal number two, you have a very deep and resolute point of view that brings things into perspective for people and make it very clear for them, and is also able to mend people in situations. And you do it simply by your charm and your wit and your liveliness. You also may be the one to plan and organize events, like celebratory events, even if it's just like a gathering at the house or a night out on the town. People are down for it because you're planning it and they're going to be there. So people just genuinely like being around you because you're a natural celebratory and upbeat energy. Now, how do you move throughout the world? You actually move throughout the world seeing the bright side of things. Now, let's be clear, this is not like a fake positivity. This is genuine, healed, joy, and happiness that you actually have and you move throughout the world with. Because you understand and you accept that life comes with its ups and downs, but you make a conscious effort to remain positive and uplifted in spite of. So you do not stay in deep or heavy emotions for a long period of time. You simply process, you move forward, and you take that wisdom and that insight and move forward with more strength and more clarity, and it carries you into the next situation, the next life. That's just simply how you move throughout the world. So I know you're wondering, what is your spirit animal? And pal number two, your spirit animal is the peacock. Now, this could be a lifelong spirit animal, one of many spirit animals that you may have, or simply an energy that's passing through at the moment. Now, the peacock spirit key attributes is charisma, radiant presence, social magnetism, visibility, expressive personalities, and just a natural entertainer or showmanship type of vibe. So, yes, pal number two, just like the peacock, your energy is vibrant and magnetic. You naturally draw people in, you naturally uplift atmospheres, and you move through life with radiant confidence that is simply impossible to ignore. So, if you like the message and it resonates, drop a peacock emoji in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more content. So, until next time, Pal 2, stay entertaining. Peace. All right, for those of you that chose pile number three, this is your spread. We have Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Sun reverse, Strength clarified by Judgment, and the spirit of this reading is the Emperor reverse. So we're trying to figure out what your spirit animal is. We're asking three things. What vibe do you give off? What's your natural power? And how do you move through the world? So, pile number three, what vibe do you give off? See, this is my don't start nothing, it won't be nothing pile. See, your vibe comes across as very intimidating, but it has more to do with respect and reverence rather than fear. So people can sense that underneath your calm or stoic personality is a force to be reckoned with if mishandled. So people may have to feel you out at first, which can be polarizing because you seem calm and steady, but your vibe feels very serious or very firm. Now, it's not an uptight or uncomfortable vibe, it's just very stern, you know? But people quickly realize that you're very solid, relatable, and just a matter of fact person. So it's like you're a matter of fact, serious type person. It's what they tend to realize after they feel you out. Now, after getting to know you, whatever perception they may have changes, and you tend to gain way more respect than you had previously, and you tend to gain admiration because people tend to feel you, pal number three. They feel you deeply. Now, what's your natural power? Your natural power is conflict resolution. You have a natural ability to resolve or stop conflict dead in its tracks. Like whether it's with people or situations, you just have this inkling or this natural ability to stop it. Now, that doesn't mean that you're violent or aggressive, but you're just very efficient. So it's not like a brute force that you use to resolve conflict. You have no issues whatsoever with confrontational energy. In fact, confrontations aren't even challenges for you. It's simply like a walk in the park almost for you, pal number three. So you speak and you act and you react with much conviction and intention, and your point lands cleanly and precisely. Like you are able to analyze and execute with absolute no hesitation, and you have so much energetic authority. And that's kind of what helps you with conflict resolution because it's very believable. Like I said, you are very felt. So when you speak and you do, it's like it's final and it's over with and it's done, right? So, how do you move throughout the world with this type of energy? You move throughout the world completely unfazed and unbothered because you know that you can handle whatever's thrown your way. You can make things move and shake and resolve with almost no friction whatsoever. You move very bravely throughout the world. You understand you're not untouchable or you're not above reproach, So you're not delusional, but you also know that you do not go seeking trouble or conflict. But when it finds you, Lord forbid, you bring it to its knees. So I know you're wondering what your spirit animal is with this very strong energy. And pile number three, your spirit animal is the grizzly bear. So this could be a lifelong spirit animal, one of many spirit animals, or simply an energy just passing through at the moment. So the grizzly bear spirit key attributes is grounded power, authority, quiet dominance, strength, and fearless presence. So, yes, Pal 3, just like the grizzly bear, your energy carries quiet authority. You move calmly, but when challenges arises, your strength and conviction commands immediate respect. So, if you like the message and it resonates, drop a bear emoji in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more content. So until next time, Pal 3, stay dominant. Peace. All right, for those of you that chose pile number four, this is your spread. We have temperance clarified by the devil, the high priestess clarified by the emperor, and the spirit of this reading is the chariot. So we're trying to figure out what's your spirit animal, and we're asking three things. What vibe do you give off? What's your natural power? And how do you move throughout the world? So pile number four, what vibe do you give off? Now, this may be my spiritually gifted intuitive pile, whether you know you have spiritual gifts or not, whether you're tapped to them or not. Now, your vibe gives off a very well rounded and balanced vibe. Like, you're not too much of anything. You strike the perfect balance for almost any energy. With your vibe, people can sense that you have like a duality about yourself. So, however you show up in the world currently, pile number four, people tend to look at you and think, there's something more to this person. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just like a observation that people make about you. And you may be able to operate in many energies, which is why people may have that feeling that there's something more to you, in which you operating in many other energies is not performative or it's not unstable. It's just like a natural shift of energies that you're able to operate in. And that could look like you being the life of the party one moment, the wallflower the next moment, assertive one moment, submissive the next moment. It's like your vibe is very fluid. Your energy is very fluent and is very easygoing. So you have a vibe that allows you to live life in a very realistic and balanced type of way. So, with that being said, what is your natural power? So, your natural power is perceptiveness, perception. You have a very, very keen ability to know what works and what does not work. You understand context, you understand timing and order quite naturally. You can read the room, you can read any situation at the drop of a hat. It's like second nature it is your nature basically, which makes you extremely adaptable. You have this ability just to change energies, like I mentioned previously. Think of the Marilyn Monroe effect. So, for those of you who aren't aware of the Marilyn Monroe effect, look it up on Google or YouTube it. But it's basically explaining the ability to change energies at a moment's notice, which makes you extremely adaptable to any situation or any environment. Like you are very self-governed because your governance is led by this higher perception that you have or something higher than yourself for my religious or spiritual people. So, with that being said, how do you move throughout the world? You move throughout the world without feeling restraint because you have already figured out like the lay of the land that's before you, the path that's before you. You have already considered and assessed like the challenges that you may be faced with, the possible variables that you may have to face, and have already come up with solutions before they even arise. So you allow nothing to stand in your way. And if by chance something does stand in your way, you simply just adapt and you use those obstacles or those variables as stepping stones for your way forward. So I know you're wondering, what is your spirit animal? So, pound number four, your spirit animal is the koi fish. Now, this could be a lifelong spirit animal, one of many spirit animals that you may have, or simply an energy that's passing through at the moment. So the koi fish spirit key attributes are perseverance, adaptability, quiet determination, emotional balance, and spiritual growth. So, yes, power number four, just like the koi fish, you move through life with balance and quiet determination, adapting to the currents around you while always maintaining your direction forward. So, if you like the message and it resonates, drop a fish emoji in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more content. So, until next time, Power 4, stay determined. Peace.